Alright folks, what we're going to be doing today is putting some weld on hooks on the bucket. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do just one on each end. I may center one, or I may end up coming in and putting two additional hooks in for a total of 4. We'll just kind of play it by ear. The main objective is at least for right now, January 2024, is I've got a pig to slaughter, and it's going to be coming up at the end of the month. Hopefully I'll get some video with that for y'all that's not too gruesome, but maybe to be educational, or at least show you what not to do. But in the meantime, on this project, I'm going to be putting at least 2 on, and what I'm looking for is to get it as wide as I can, and I'll show you here in just a minute that we want to have the most meat, or the most metal to weld to. Some people put blocks underneath it, they weld it up and then weld the hooks to it. I feel like with the weight that my tractor is capable of lifting, I'm thinking I'm just going to weld directly to the bucket, and I don't feel like it's going to have enough power to do any twist in the metal or anything like that. So we'll see how it goes, and grab you some popcorn. Maybe it'll be interesting for you, something a little different, and hopefully you like it. So thank you for clicking. Stick around. If you like it, you know what to do. Hope y'all have a good day. All right, so I decided I'm going to come off this main frame here 1.5 inches in on either side, and then I'm centering one hook directly in the middle of the bucket. From here outward, the metal's kind of thin. This is where the loader is actually doing the prying when it's digging. So what I'm thinking is this is a 3/8 chain hook, and even though it's just going to have a bead all the way around it, when I go to use this, it's going to be pulling just the same as the loader is. So the thickness of the metal should support the chain. So I'm not going to be adding any steel on top, like say 1.5 inches over, and then just the length of the chain hook is all I'm doing. And I'm going to be grinding these out, get some bright shiny metal to weld to. Alright, all I'm doing is coming out 1.5 inches. I'm just going to square me a line. This ain't rocket science. Alrighty folks, so here's where we're at. We've got 3 hooks that are tacked up. Now I'll give you a little hint if you're going to be doing this at home, regardless of what kind of welder you're using. Especially if you're using fresh hooks, it's going to be real easy. There's not a lot of cleanup, but just tack your ends. Come in here and tack right on the end, come back here and tack on the end, and that way when you go to make sure that you're straight, you can get into it with a grinder if you're really crooked. The other part is you can lightly tap the top here, and that's going to adjust your squareness to the bucket. So you can bring your square in and see how far off you are. If you need to make an adjustment, you can bring your square in, and if it's just a slight, maybe 1/16 of an inch, just give it a little bump with your fist, or you can use a small ball peen hammer, and you can bring that thing back into square, because your ends are the only thing that's holding it on. If you come in here and you tack this side, it's going to automatically want to draw it that direction. So make sure when you first starting off, just tack the ends, make sure that you're good and square. Once you figure that out, these ends should hold. I would suggest that you tack in the center on both sides before you start laying your beads in and really throwing the heat into this thing. So that's what's next. We're going to clean it up. Alrighty folks, just so you can see, as far as spatter goes, there's not a lot with this Blue Demon. You do get a lot of smoke, but it's just the way it goes with flux core. But I'll clean it up, paint it, and she should be ready for some pigs. Alrighty folks, so that pretty well wraps it up. I'm not gonna make you stick around and watch the paint dry, but if that's helped you out, be sure and like it, subscribe if you want to. But I sure do appreciate you stopping by. Come back and see us when you stay longer. And I love you, God loves you, and ain't nothing you can do about it.